Hi, hello. I'm the Queen of Daggers and I hold the cards Sagittarius. This is your reading for the month of March in 2022. Now if you are new here, or if you are returning and have yet to do so, I would appreciate it if you would hit the little subscribe button down there. And should you like a personal reading, for any reason at all, or should you simply like to say hello, my email is in the description box. You are more than welcome to contact me, and I will, of course, say hello back, gladly. Sagittarius. March is certainly going to be a month for you. Now, I've mostly been reading from the book, my Angel Oracle. However, I read this one recently for Libra, I believe, so you may want to watch that reading, actually. This is an Angel Oracle I received from a dear friend. You received Raziel, the Angel of Mystery. Not everything can be known, and not all words can be spoken. Everything is written in Raziel's book, that of the past and the future, the known and the unknown. There is mystery in all of life. There are questions for which we may never receive answers, and there are questions for which the answers reside solely in ourselves. In Sagittarius this month you must look within yourself, because there is quite a bit in your story. Quite a bit in your story. And I trust you will find your answers. The signifier for this month is the Sun in reverse. Sagittarius, are you okay? Are you okay? When you look in the dark mirror this month, you will see. I won't cry for you. Maybe look into the number 22 itself, pardon me. It may be of importance. You'll figure it is the number for the year. However, this will not last all year. It may feel as if it's lasted years, however. There is something weighing heavily on your mind. Heavily on your mind. And there is a deep pain you refuse to acknowledge. However, this month you will be forced to face it whether you want to or not. I know that's not what you want to hear. If you want to channel that will only tell you what you want to hear, this is not the place. I do not do that here. We see what we see and not what we want to see, even if we don't like that. Now, the spread I have out for you right now is for your personal growth and development. It is the William Blake Tarot deck. It is based upon the paintings, lithographs, and poetry of William Blake, an 18th century, I believe, painter, author, general artist, and poet, as well as scientist, William Blake. It's the first deck I've ever worked with, and I've worked with it for nearly 15 years now. I do not translate the major and minor arcana. This deck is a creature unto itself, and that's why I love it. Your first card is the Sun in reverse. My god, Sag. Next to Reason. I will hold these up for you as the imagery in these cards is most important, and you will see something that I don't, certainly. Oh boy. Yeah, Sagittarius. Something is not making you happy. There is something you know that you do not want to know. It is a mystery you wish you'd never learned, and that is fair. We all experience this. I apologize you're experiencing this month. I don't think it's very pleasant for anyone. We have harmony in reverse, for poetry. Love and harmony combine, and around our souls entwine, while thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join. You may have separated from someone recently, or you may be getting ready to separate from something, and you don't want to. You have experienced the corresponding card to this in the Rider-Waite Smith is fairly obvious, I like to think. Yes, you have learned. You have learned something this year. You will learn something this month. It will not be pleasant. It will not. It most certainly will not. You would choose science reflection. You do not want to face it. You do not want to think about it. You just wish to move on. I understand that. I understand that very much. However, you must accept these feelings. This child must look upward. He will see the sun. Right now, he's not quite looking at it. You do have happiness. Literally. You have happiness and not of music. He who binds to himself a joy does the winged life destroy. But he who kisses the joys it flies lives in eternity's sunrise. Some things are temporary, Sagittarius, and we must accept that. Sometimes the temporary is the greatest. Sometimes things are beautiful because they are temporary, much like life itself. I need you to understand that, Sagittarius. I really do. You have delight in reverse. The Ten of Painting in reverse. Oh my god, Sag. Oh my god, okay. But then you do have the Man of Poetry upright. And I do love the Man of Poetry. To justify the ways of God to man. You don't need to justify yourself to anyone, Sagittarius. No one. No one at all. The only person who needs to understand you is yourself. And you do not need to justify yourself to yourself. Your reasons are valid. Whatever your reasons are, and whatever you feel you must do, it is valid. But you cannot try to ignore the truth in front of you. And you know exactly what I mean. If you do not know now, you will. Let us look at your career and hope for brighter things, Sagittarius. My god. You are having a time. But all time does change. That is the beauty of the temporary. It can change. It can get better. It can get worse. But because it gets worse, and because there is pain and sorrow and misery and misfortune in our life, that is why we can experience joy, pleasure, laughter, singing, whatever it is that makes you happy. You would not be able to enjoy it if it never changed, or if you never felt a negative emotion. You would feel apathy. And you have the choice to be happy. You have the choice to feel safe and content. It is up to you to decide which way those cups will spin, whether you allow them to empty and allow those flowers to fall to the ground, or whether you will fill them and move forward. Because you are very unfulfilled right now, and you've done nothing about it. There is something you need to say and something you need to do. But whatever you need to say, you've only whispered so far. You've only whispered, and that's not fair to yourself. That's why it hurts so much. You pretend that you're happy, when really you feel like everything is going poorly. You do not need to pretend, Sagittarius. You may act. You know what you need to do to release this pain. You know what you need to do, but you're not listening to yourself. You hold this sword the whole time. And that is also the key to your wealth. You are allowing something to steal it from you. Because you are afraid of being abandoned, or you are afraid of abandoning something. So you are emptying your cups into this ocean. That ocean represents your emotions. They're vast and they're deep. And you cannot ignore them forever. The Lovers. You must find peace with yourself and those around you. There may be some incident relating to another person. It may be the end of a relationship, likely a work relationship. But you have a good idea, and you need to hold on to it, even though right now it hurts. Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You have the strength card. Come on. You must make this choice to move forward, and in doing so you must leave something behind. And then you will find true abundance and prosperity. Once you leave, I believe you will be leaving a job, or ending one project to start another. You will act as though it does not hurt you to do so. You will not show them how you truly feel in the process. When you hand in your 2 weeks, or take that better offer, or close a company, or franchise, or whatever you must do. You will not cry for them. But it is okay to cry for yourself. It is okay to release emotion, Sagittarius. Do not forget that, my worldly traveler. Page of Pentacles in reverse. But only if you don't take action. You must move quickly, so that you may feel better. You are only focusing on what hurts, and that is simply an illusion. But if you open your eyes, you will see how many options you have. It is time to let go of something. Whether it's a way of thinking or working you've been holding on to, or whether you prefer paper to files on a computer, as I do. You must step into the 21st century. Whether it is leaving a workplace, even though you love your coworkers. Sometimes you must move forward, and you can keep in contact with them regardless. Maybe it's taking the promotion, even though you love your position. Whether you were offered a better pension, or if anybody is lucky enough to get pensions anymore, I'm a millennial, I'm a little jaded in that regard, or a better paycheck somewhere else. And you do not think it will make you as happy, but you may be wrong. You're looking at things pessimistically this month, Sagittarius, when you have many options, and there are many joys out there. Your pessimism does not suit you. It is very uncharacteristic. You know what you must do, you have the tools, and you know what you really think, and you know what you really feel, and you must feel it, and you must act upon your thoughts. Your better judgment is right there, and if you ignore it, nothing good will happen. You cannot pretend to be happy when you feel as though the world is crumbling down. You can tell people you will not cry for them, however that does not mean you will not cry. It is okay to cry, Sagittarius. You may have emotions, of whatever sort they may be. And remember, you can choose to be miserable, or you can choose to be happy. You have a choice this month, Sagittarius. You must make the right one. And I trust you will. I trust you will. But it will hurt. And that's okay. It was a pleasure reading for you, Sagittarius. I wish I had better news. However, with this ending will come a better beginning, so I suppose it is good news after all. It is always an honor to read for you. Again, if you're new, or if you're returning and have not done so yet, I would appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button, and hopefully on Wednesday I will have some better words for you that seem perhaps more optimistic, as oddly as I can find so much optimism here. Did you like a personal reading for a little more insight into what the fuck is going on with you, or anything else for that matter? My email is in the description box, and I greatly appreciate your time. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I just please subscribe and contact, like, share, subscribe, whatever spiel. It just doesn't sound right after reading like that. I hate giving bad news and being like, hey, so shameless self-promotion, right? Yeah. This is YouTube, I have to. Fuck. Okay, so, oh boy, Sag, you're gonna be in for it. But it will be worth it. The wheel of fortune will turn in your favor even if you think otherwise. All of this said, bye.